Hey everybody, welcome to the SMA Journey 51 vlog. Alright guys, in this week's video, I said that I was going to be talking about Scholar Rock and their new potential therapy called SRK-015. But unfortunately, I've been in the hospital for a little while, and over the past couple of weeks, I've had to focus on recovery and trying to get some rest and really making sure that I took care of my body. Those of us with SMA, most of us have compromised immune systems anyway, and it takes us a little bit longer if we get sick. Well, I got a chest infection, ended up in the hospital, so it's taken me a couple of weeks just to get some rest and allow my body to recover. So unfortunately, I don't have the information that I thought I would, but in 2 weeks, I'll make sure that I get the information because I think Scholar Rock's SRK-015 is going to be the next big player after risdiplam, which, by the way, should be approved here before May 24th of this year. So I will get more information regarding Scholar Rock's potential therapy, and I think it's going to be information that you can talk to your families and your doctors about. So please, allow me a couple more weeks to get that information to you. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, so the two things that I want to get into today. First was Biogen Pharmaceuticals and Cure SMA hosted a webinar a couple of weeks ago regarding Biogen's upcoming clinical trial called DEVOTE. And about a month ago, I did a video where I talked about this DEVOTE trial, where they're going to be looking at increasing the amounts of Spinraza that those of us receive. And the increased amounts, it's not just a little bit. They're talking about really increasing the amounts of Spinraza that we will get. And it's just astronomical numbers. And so there's a lot of excitement and there's a lot of hype regarding this new clinical trial. Again, it's called DEVOTE, and I'll link the video that I did about a month ago in the description so you can go back and look at it if you haven't already seen it. So these webinars that Cure SMA usually host are very informative and very well produced. What they typically do is they bring in a panel of doctors, and they did on this webinar from Biogen, and they talked about the upcoming clinical trial and how they're going to be increasing the amounts of Spinraza, how they're going to do it, the age limits, and the actual increased amounts that they're going to be giving each individual age group. And I thought it was very informative with regards to the PowerPoint presentation that they gave. But the majority of us tune into these webinars to listen to the question and answer series, where we as patients or caregivers, whoever you are, you're allowed to send in questions that you would like them to answer. And normally they answer 10 or 20 questions. Well, this webinar was scheduled for 1 hour. And after about 23 minutes, they were like, okay, that's all we've got. We'll try to answer some more questions in the future. Check out our website and we'll try to have this webinar up in a few weeks. Thanks everybody, bye-bye. And they were done. So it was scheduled for 1 hour. They only lasted about 23 minutes. And they didn't answer any of the questions that I sent in. So while I normally really enjoy these webinars, I think they completely failed with regards to this one. Because I know that I sent in about 10 questions. And these questions were probably 2 or 3 of them were mine. A couple of them you guys sent me. And then I got quite a few questions from the people that I work with. They wanted to know about this new increased amounts. So anyway, I sent these questions in. None of them were answered. One of the questions that I sent in, I thought was extremely important. During this clinical trial, this DEVOTE trial, one of the stipulations is if you want to be a participant and you're over 18 years old, you have to be ambulatory, meaning you should be able to get up and walk a certain amount of distance before they will allow you to participate in this clinical trial. So my question was, okay, great. I'm not going to be able to participate in the trial. That's fine. But after the trial, and if and when the FDA approves this increased dosing amount of Spinraza, am I, as a patient who is non-ambulatory, going to be able to take this treatment? You would think that they could just give a simple yes or no answer to this question. They never even touched on it. They answered about 3 to 5 questions, and then they bailed. So I'm not real happy. Matter of fact, I'm actually very upset at the fact that they did what I thought was going to be a great webinar, turned out to be a complete failure. So I'm a little bit upset with the fact that that happened, but there's not much that I can do about it. Now, the webinar will be available to everybody if you didn't get to see it live, and I'll keep checking their website, and once it does become live, I'll make sure that I give you the link in future videos that I do. All right? Now, the last thing that I want to talk to you about is YouTube. For some reason, YouTube, in all of their grand glory, has decided to disable the comment section on my YouTube channel. And I knew this was coming because I follow quite a few people on YouTube. Some of the friends that I follow have 70 to 80,000 subscribers. They're getting their comment section turned off. What's happened is YouTube, again, in all of their grand glory, has decided that if you don't have 100,000 subscribers, they're going to turn your comment section off. Well, okay, I've got 350 subscribers. I've been on the air for over 2 years now. The chances of me ever getting over 100,000 subscribers is pretty nil. So I probably will never have the comment section turned back on unless YouTube changes their mind. You know, they tell us they really want young developers out there producing content for everybody, but when they do this, they limit the amount of communication that those of us that are young developers or people that are new to developing on YouTube have a chance. So I really don't like this decision, but there's nothing that I can do. But you can always reach me if you just send me an email. Just send the email to smajourney51@gmail.com, or you can go to my website, www.smajourney51.com, go down to the bottom of the homepage, and you'll see a section where you can send me a message. So even though the comment section has been turned off, you can always reach me by email. And if you send me an email, I promise I'm going to answer each and every one, just like I did in the comment section when it was available. All right, guys, I really apologize for the shortened video, the lack of information this week. But again, I had to take care of my body, so I'm feeling better. I'm getting rest. I'm finally starting physical therapy again. So hopefully I'm on the road to recovery and everything will be back to normal here in a couple of weeks. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Remember, when you do subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. That way you'll be notified of any new videos that I produce. I hope all of you have had a fantastic week. Do me a favor this upcoming week, do something for yourself that's going to make you a better person. God bless you, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.